So you're thinking about moving to the Fort Worth area and you're trying to find that perfect master plan community that fits all of your needs. Well, this community that I'm in Southwest Fort Worth is called Ventana. It really does have it all. You do have your amenity center, they have 2 pools, a variety of different things that any family or really any resident could take advantage of. We're gonna look at this home right behind me with Trophy Signature Homes, but we're gonna also check out another builder in the community. So let's check it out. All right, we are inside of Trophy Signature Homes. This is the master's plan, and this particular plan is just shy of 3,000 square feet. Right now, they have one that is on the market for about $469,000. If you look over here, we have the study. This study can also be a 5th bedroom. Now, this plan, as it is in this model, is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath plus a study. The study is up in the front, but again, you can make this a 5th bedroom. Just they have those options, just kind of depends on the build out that they have available. This community is one that you're going to love. This plan kind of is in between square footage as far as there are some plans that are larger and some plans that are smaller. Here you'll have your utility room and a nice half bath or powder room. I'm surprised at how large this powder bathroom is because you have a nice sized vanity, which is good space to have, and always some extra storage that you can have kind of tucked away here. As you come out of this space, you get to explore this long kind of like entrance into your family room. Now this space over here would be your garage, so kind of keep that in mind. But you have to pay attention to this kitchen. Now Trophy Signature Homes, they are an inventory builder, so you don't get to pick out your finishes, but the homes that they build are very functional and they look great. You have your shaker style cabinets. You have your gas. This is a gas community. Some people love to have access to gas because some communities are total electric. This one is a gas community. Quartz countertops in all of their homes. So quartz, a lot of people are leaning more towards quartz. You still get a nice size island. You gotta love this pantry. This pantry is great. You have plenty of shelving here, some great options as far as storage. I love how they have different places for counter space. You can never have too much counter space because you need to do your food prep, or if you're doing meal prep for the week, great to have that. Lots of cabinets and drawers. The fridge does not come with it, but nice space for your fridge. And I just love the way this is all laid out. It is a very open floor plan. So you can see you have your dining area here, kitchen there, and then your family room here. Also notice in this particular home, you have the vaulted ceilings. Now that definitely feels like you add more square footage by having that. So just imagine sitting here and not feeling like the ceilings are right on top of you. This family room does look out into the backyard. Remember, we are on 50-foot lots here, which you're getting quite a bit of real estate for this size of a community. They do have fireplace options in some of the homes. This particular home does not have the fireplace, but if it did, it would be right here, one of those linear fireplaces. And we're gonna check out the master, which is just tucked away here. I like that there's just kind of like a little section to kind of separate the family living into the quarters for your master, your primary bedroom. Primary bedroom, it's a good size. This is a king size bed. You have plenty of furniture, plenty of space to spread out. You do get that wonderful view into the backyard, and this community is so pretty. There are a lot of homes here, but the views that you get, I think are, one of the best ones I've seen in one of the master plan communities. Also notice that in the ensuite, you do have the dual sinks. They do not have garden tubs, so you do get the oversized shower, which is nice because a lot of people only take showers anyway. They don't really utilize those garden tubs, but the bathroom space is still a good size. You have some nice storage here with the linen, and it's a deep linen closet. And even over here near behind that, you have your toilet closet, which you're not going to be claustrophobic in there. There's plenty of space to spread out. Nice size master closet. You got to do what you need to do here, but you can get some shelving here also if you needed that. So that's a nice touch. Now, upstairs, you're going to see an additional 3 bedrooms and another bathroom. And the bathroom, surprisingly, is a larger one. It does have double sinks, which I think is great, considering you're going to have 3 bedrooms upstairs. There's also a media room and a game room. So let's go check that out now. So up here, let's check out this media room. It is just off of the stairway there. Media rooms are supposed to be dark, and this one, it kind of lends to that. You have the pre-wiring for the speakers. They have it also pre-wired if you wanted to install a projector. The way they have this set up, they just have a TV mounted to the wall, which works perfectly. You see the decorative sconces. These are things that you don't have to worry about. They're already installed and ready for you to utilize. Now, outside of the media room, which you do have the double doors, you have this nice size game room. And this game room is the complete opposite of what we just saw in the media room. It has lots of natural light. You have, 4 windows in this room on different sides of the house, so it lets in a lot of natural light. They have some desks kind of set up here. Still have a couch. You could have easily fit a pool table up here. So lots of good options to utilize this room however you need. One of the great things about this floor plan also is that I feel like there's a little separation from the living space and then your sleeping quarters up here. To your right, or to my right, here is the bathroom. So they did lower the sink height here, but there are 2 sinks, which is nice to have. And I love how they have this separation with the door of the toilet and the shower area versus the sinks. That way somebody can be taking a shower, but somebody else could be brushing their teeth because they have that separation. A good use of space here. To my right, you have one of the bedrooms. Well, let me show you this linen closet real quick. You need to have storage for up here. This is a great bedroom, secondary bedroom. One of the things about this particular bedroom is that it has a huge closet. This walk-in closet is huge. 3 sides that they're utilizing for space. I would probably say you could hang dresses, so this could be for a girl, or sometimes the guys they have a lot of clothes, so that one could fit that need too. Here's another secondary bedroom. I feel like this one was a little bit smaller. And the closet's not as large. It's just your double doors, 1 rail, that's what you get. But still, a decent size. And then as you come out here, we have another bedroom. This bedroom is kind of tucked away, but it faces the front of the house. Great size. I love how you have 2 windows because it lets in a lot of natural light. The size of this room, of course, it feels larger because there's a day bed there, but even if there was a full-size bed, you'd have plenty of space. And this closet, I think, is so cute because it has the window inside, one of those little peekaboo windows. Still get storage. You could actually put a chest of drawers there if you didn't want to have any kind of wardrobe pieces in the actual bedroom. Plenty of space to do that. So this plan definitely lends itself to if you have a large family, you can still have that separation for different kiddos that are in different stages of their life. I think you could really just kind of grow with this plan. All right, so we've checked out this house, a little bit more about the community. The HOA is about $960 a year. And with that, you get a community director who coordinates all these different activities to really make sure that you are in tune and get to fellowship with your community here. Other things that you get with this house, a full sprinkler system in the front and the backyard, tankless hot water heater. That's a huge thing here in Texas to have that tankless hot water heater, especially if you have enough people to fill all these bedrooms. You won't run out of hot water. I'm Keela McGraw. I'd love to help you relocate to the area. You can give me a DM, call, or text, and let's check out the next house. Before we check out the next house, I want to tell you a little bit more about this community. We are in Ventana, which is a master plan community in Southwest Fort Worth. It is a 500-acre master planned area. They're going to have no more than about 1,800 homes, so it's really going to be a set amount of space that's going to be utilized here. Several builders. One of the great things about this community are the amenities. So you're going to have 2 resort style pools. You're going to have a 2,400 square foot open air pavilion. They have several walking trails and little parks throughout the area. It really does have everything that you would need to just be home and just enjoy this space. We're going to take a tour of this beautiful American Legend home. It does not disappoint. It is on a smaller lot, but you get a big bang for your buck when it comes to the square footage and the use of space. All right, welcome to this beautiful American Legend home. Look at this entrance. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this model is a little bit different because you do have your master or primary bedroom in the front of the house. So let's take a look at that first. To your left, or to my left, you have the master suite. It is a beautiful size. You notice it does look into the front of the house, so you have a front view of the street from here. It's a little bit different because this is a rear entry garage plan. It's on a 40-foot lot, which is why it is rear entry, and you can understand how deep this house goes. But I must say that this builder did a great job with this plan. Again, it's the 1456 plan. It's about 2,500, nearly 2,600 square feet. You notice a separate tub and shower. The tile work is gorgeous in here. You still get a nice window, a nice size window to let in that natural light. A good size master closet. Considering the square footage of the house, you do have some built-in shelves, some racks, different things on how you can utilize this. I think it's a great use of space, and that's another great thing I love about this plan is the use of space in here. So you do have the separate vanities, which is always nice. You have separate storage. They have the framed mirrors, beautiful light fixtures, and all of that. So that makes this one a little bit different than what we would normally see here in our master plan communities in Texas. All right, so as you come out, there is a half bath right off of the entrance, and I kind of like how that is tucked away. So if your guests need to go to the restroom, you're like, hey, it's right here. You don't even have to go all the way deep into the house before you can take care of your business there. I love that. This architecture is beautiful. I'm sure you're going to get some beautiful shots of that. But as you come in, you're greeted with 20-foot ceilings, and this plan just opens up. You have the family room that's open to the kitchen here, but you also have a nice little dining room breakfast nook part over there, which is always nice to have that dining room or space a little separate. You get a nice size island, as you can see, and you can utilize or pick whatever finishes you want. This is not a production builder, so you do go to a design center and get to pick out your finishes. I love the pendant lights that they have. I love the gold tones that you'll see throughout this house. Nice vent hood, another gas cooktop. So we are in a gas community, which is always a plus. You have your microwave and stove combo here and a nice size corner pantry. One little cool thing about this plan is it's not just 4 bedrooms. It has 3.5 baths, but it also has a study, a game room, and a media room. So down here, we have the study. It's small, guys. It is kind of small, but it gets the job done. You have a beautiful window. You have the French doors that have the glass front so that you can let a lot of natural light in. This could easily be a playroom. If you have small kids that you want to keep an eye on while you're, making dinner, that can easily be the case. This would normally be where the garage would be. So you see this mud space area where you can just kind of drop off everything before you come into the house. That space is here, but there would be a door to the garage here, and it's a 2-car rear entry garage. Now with this 40-foot lot, I must say, considering the size of the lot, it is smaller. But one of the things that American Legend is looking into is allowing a little bit more space in the backyard in the way of an electric gate so that you kind of have all of this space enclosed, and I'll show you when we go out there. This is the dining area. Beautiful. They have a nice size, large round table in this area. I think it fits great. I love the chandelier, which is a nice touch. It's not just like a can light up there. It's a nice chandelier. And please note these beautiful windows that let in all of this natural light. So you don't just have the lower level windows, you have the small windows up top that just let all of this natural light into this house. So I like it because it won't really matter if you do have houses that are built next to you, you're still gonna get a lot of good light. At this time, we're gonna head upstairs. And normally I would probably have you follow me upstairs, but I'm gonna let you take in all of this beauty and this architecture that we get to experience with this plan. We are upstairs. This house, let's talk about pricing just for a little bit. $454,990 is the base price. Now that does not include any of the upgrades that you're seeing, but that is the base price of this plan. All right, if you go to my right, you'll notice there is a full bathroom up here. This is one that would probably be shared by the 2 bedrooms or any guests that are coming to enjoy the game room or the media room. It's interesting that it has 2 windows that face the front of the house in the bathroom, but this is a good size bathroom. You have your tub, shower combo. Again, it's a good size. I'd probably say the only thing that maybe I would probably change is to maybe put a door of some sort here to keep the kind of tub and toilet area a little separate. But other than that, it's fine. All right, over here you have 2 bedrooms, and I love how the designers design these rooms because you can tell this is very feminine. I love the lavender in here, but it's a good sized bedroom. This is a full size bed. It's a canopy bed. This one does face the front of the house. Nice size closet with shelving and racks, 2-level racks, so you can get plenty of good storage there. The other bedroom is over here, and you can tell this was a Dallas fan. Oh, Luca. Yeah, it's okay. We got you here. This walk-in closet we have here, again, shelving, plenty of racks, lots of good storage there. Good size rooms, I must say. We have a lot of good size rooms in this house. Linen, we need to make sure that we have linen storage for our towels, sheets, anything like that. And then as we come around the corner, check out this beautiful architecture. Again, the windows. I love how there are landings with the staircase. It's not just one straight shot, but you have this all the way open to that downstairs family room. But you also get to enjoy this beautiful game room that's open and airy. So there's so much that you could do with this space. It's amazing that they have 2 large chairs and just a table here. So much you can do with this space, just depending on how you want to utilize it. Now, I told you that they took advantage of every piece of square footage in this house. This is something I hadn't seen in a house, and it is a wet bar area that is outside of the media room and outside of the game room. So here they have even a fridge for beverages. You have some cabinetry here, open shelving, a great place. Like, I'd have a coffee maker up here if I was an older teenager and needed my coffee fix instead of using Starbucks money. Right off of this area, we have a nice bedroom with an ensuite, which I think is a nice touch. So this could be used for your teenage kids, your folks that need their own private space, because it does have its own bathroom. If you notice here, this one they have it set up with a just shower area, not the bathtub combo, but it works really well. It's a good use of space. You're fitting in another bedroom, which is always a good idea. So I love how they use all the space in this plan. Even though it's under 3,000 square feet, you have plenty of different rooms to do things. And we're not done yet. We still have a media room to check out. So you get to come down this hallway here, and this media room is even a good size. I don't know how they use all this space. There must not be an attic in this house, because every piece of square footage I feel like is utilized. This is a good size media room. You see how much furniture is in here. Kids could veg out. I mean, adults can veg out in here. It's already pre-wired. They actually have the speakers already set up in this one. Nice size TV. You could easily get a projector in here. Just a lot to offer. We're almost done. I still need to show you that backyard. So let's go check it out now. All right, and check out this backyard. So even though these are 40-foot lots, you still get some nice space with your backyard. It's not a large yard. This is a corner lot, so it's a little bit more forgiving with the space that you have back here. Normally, it probably stops somewhere around where that tree is. One thing that American Legend is talking about doing is being able to kind of knock this fence down and put just like a gated electronic gate right where the driveway is. That way it allows a little bit more space, and especially if you have kiddos that want to utilize like a hard surface but still be enclosed and have that privacy and safety, you'd be able to have that. So I thought that was a nice touch or an idea that they're entertaining, just to give these 40-foot lots a little bit more outdoor space. So we are in Ventana, the Ventana community, Southwest Fort Worth. The price of this home, again, is $454,990 as the base price. You're about 15 to 20 minutes to downtown Fort Worth, so good location. You're still close to a lot of grocery stores, fine eating establishments, and things like that. So great options with this community. If you have any questions at all, I'd love to help, and I'll see you in the next video.